18 years, ma'am. 18 years later, what emotional moment reminds you why this mission matters?
It's the people. It's
Yeah.
people dressing up. It's
Uh-huh.
people showing up an hour early.
We
That
talked about the the people came early,
usually
Areva.
people come late to stuff.
Okay.
In this town because there's so much
There's
going
so much
on,
going
right?
on. Everything is all on the same day.
Always
Always.
15
Hmm.
events, always on the same day. But when people show up early,
Yeah.
every year, year after year after
It's
year, that
different.
tells you that this event resonates, that
Yep.
something about what
Yep.
we're doing, how we're communicating
Yep.
is touching hearts and
Yep.
souls. So that's what makes me happy.
Advocacy means so much, and we've had a couple of the ladies on the carpet always honoring you. What does your heart feel right now, just about in this season of your life? How is your heart?
It overwhelmed.
Yeah.
When you start something, you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
It might grow or it might die. It
You
might
don't
die
know.
on the vine. You don't know, and you don't know who's going to show
Yeah.
up to help you grow it and,
Hmm.
and lift it up. And I'm just heavy
Hmm.
every time at this event because the women and the men who come out
Listen,
who've helped grow this event are just amazing.
yeah,
So
they
I
really
am
are.
just
They really
so,
are.
they dress up, they write checks, they give their time, they give their talent, and that makes it
Yeah.
just so much better.
When you look at the future of autism, for you, what gives you hope right now?
Community
Yeah.
that folks know
Hmm.
about it,
Hmm.
folks are talking about
Yep.
it, and people are investing in it.
Yeah.
So this is what this
This is
is.
what it's about.
We dressed up
We
and we're looking
did.
cute, but this is about investment, right? We're making an
All of the
investment of our
things.
money, of our
Yep.
time, of our platform.
Yes.
So you're using this
Yep.
platform talking to millions of people,
Yeah.
and that's what we wanted.
That's what
We
we
wanted
want.
to bring this from behind the shadows and out into the light, and that's what we're
That's what we're doing.
doing.
Listen, have a good time today.
Thank you,
Thank
thank you,
you
thank you.
always.
Always love you.
Yvette Nicole.
Yes, brother. You look good.
You look
Thank you. I
fantastic
love
per
this.
usual. I did a
The
little.
flare. Ain't nothing
That's
wrong
something.
with
Well,
little.
look, they said pink and I said red,
Ain't
so
nothing
I was
wrong with
like,
little
nothing wrong with
flare.
a little
Nothing wrong
flair.
with little flare.
With you, you're being honored tonight, and being the visionary means that you saw possibilities before a lot of others have ever
Mm.
seen. What vision of your life did you have to actually fight for the light and the
Ooh,
protection of?
man, that's a good question. Just being black in America
That part.
and being a black woman in
Hmm.
America, I just feel
Hmm.
like every day we're fighting voting rights,
Yeah.
just being seen,
Yes.
not being stereotyped as angry. And
Hmm.
so I'm fighting for black women. I'm,
Yep.
I'm seeing
Hmm.
our worth and I'm seeing our value and hoping that I can telegraph what that is to other
Yeah.
people.
What part of your journey do most people misunderstand about you?
Oh gosh, where'd you get to? Come on, Barbara Walters. What do people get wrong or don't understand?
Yeah.
That there's a cost
Mm.
to being an outward-facing, kind person.
Yeah.
We have no choice. It's who we are. We're made to
Exactly.
be decent and loving, but there's a lot of backstabbing and
Hmm.
kicks in the shin
Hmm.
in life that come, and you have to remember that it's better to be one of the good
It
guys. And
is,
so
right?
I think people don't really count the cost, or
They don't.
they don't really
No,
realize.
they don't. It's
Yeah.
interesting. I was talking to your husband earlier, and we were just talking about just health and all of the things. Look, I'm going to get personal right now. I had a colonoscopy the other
I'm
day.
glad you did.
Listen,
I'm glad you
and
did.
he and I were just like, I'm glad that more men were actually just getting looked at and checked and all of the
Absolutely.
things, right?
Absolutely.
Tonight celebrates women making impact, and you have done that for so many seasons of your
Tried.
life.
My God, I've tried.
What's something women in entertainment are still forced to carry silently?
Oof. Pay disparity. The idea that you have to be something that you may not feel comfortable being
Yeah.
to advance.
Hmm.
I think a lot of people fall into that trap. I've decided I just won't go further.
I won't.
But at the same time, there's a tax to
Yeah.
being a woman in
Yeah.
this business. There's a tax to being a black woman in this business.
Hmm.
And it's that thing we heard since we were kids. You got to be 10 times better to get half as
Half as
much.
much.
And so it kind of is that,
Yeah.
So yeah.
Thank you always for
Thank
your
you.
heart,
Thank
honestly,
you.
but thank you for your legacy that you're leaving for young black girls, young boys, and
Thank
everybody.
you.
Thank you for you,
That's
Yvette.
very kind.
Have a good time
Thank
today.
you.
Absolutely. I remember last time I had to
Well, he
fix
got a
your
little
shirt,
strawberry. You did.
and I mean, per usual, your
Hold on, let
breath
me get
smell
down.
good too.
That's what I said. I'm in everybody's face. Okay, I'm ready.
Number one, in this season, I always like to ask you this: in the season of your life right now, how are you, and how is your heart?
Fantastic. My heart is good. I feel good. When people got to understand, when people say it goes fast, it does.
It does.
So you got to really live your life every day to
It
its
does.
fullest.
It does. What do you wish more people understood about families navigating autism and really developmental issues?
Ooh, patience, breathe, and ask for help. You gotta reach out to
Yes.
people, and research. There's so many programs out there that could be helpful for a family.
And last question is, how has humor kind of helped you through difficult seasons of your life?
Well, humor is me. That's part of my life. I don't stay mad or upset long, so humor does help me, get through it.
all the
I can always
things.
find the light, you know.
You are always the light. Thank you for you and your
Thank
heart
you so
always.
much. You look very nice.
Thank you. Thank you.
Wait, what shoes are we selling today? Let me see. Let me see. Cause
I'm not doing this
you're
with
not doing
you
this.
today,
It's
ma'am.
what we do.
It's what we do.
It's what we do.
I want to start with something that they have not told her on this carpet yet.
Okay, what's that?
Happy belated birthday.
Thank you, thank you. But I know what you're referring to. I know what you're referring to, and that is actually my blessed mama's
I know.
birthday. And thank you for that.
Always.
Thank you for that.
How important is vulnerability for Black women in entertainment?
It is vital.
Yeah.
It is vital. Because grace of God, we are where we are now. We have succeeded on a certain level. We've accomplished. We are visible.
Absolutely.
So people see you and they think that's where you arrive. I mean, that's after a long journey
Exactly.
that does not end.
Yes.
It particularly for women of color.
Absolutely.
So when we show up and stand up for each other, it lets the world know there is work to be done. I am blessed to be here because of the work that was done personally, community-wise, in my family,
All of the things.
and in my career.
Yes.
It takes work.
Yeah.
What you see is the culmination of decades of sacrifice, of commitment, of integrity. And when we show up for each other, we pray that that's the message that folks receive.
Yeah.
And when you stand collectively and people see, oh, I didn't know that Black women worked together or they supported each other. But
Then
here
it
we are.
happens, and here we are.
It happens.
It happens.
It happens all the time.
Have a good
These
time.
are my sisters.
Listen, you are always a good time. Thank you
Thank
for your
you.
heart always, Dawn.
Thank you.
Thank you,
I
my love.
really appreciate it.
Thank
God
you,
bless
love.
you.
Hi.
Jordan said,
Hi, vlog. What's up? It's me.
it's you, girl.
Chop the hair off.
I was like, Jordan cut all the
Yeah.
hair off, girl.
I did. I had to start fresh.
Did you? I was like, how did the cut feel? Did it feel like you were just kind of taking off layers of life a little bit?
Yeah, so I cut it maybe 2 months, 3. Well, the first time I cut it was after Dancing with the Stars.
Okay.
And I was just
Which
like,
killing it, girl.
thank you. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to cut it.
Yep.
But I wanted to cut it to make it like as even
Even
as
as
possible.
possible.
To where I didn't have to because I was still, I was in season for UCLA. I still had to have hair.
You did, yeah.
And then yesterday I was just like, make it even.
You like, just
cut
do
it
it,
off.
go, right?
for it, yeah.
For you, though, athletes are often kind of expected to appear mentally strong all the time. What have you learned about vulnerability?
Oh my gosh, you being vulnerable is like the biggest thing.
Yeah.
I think being able to, understand yourself, but also allowing yourself to use your voice and stand for what is right for who you are.
Yeah.
I mean, that's with anything, within mental health, within, physically, emotionally. We get drained. Like,
Yeah.
as athletes, we're drained 24/7. And these smiles aren't always,
It's
on.
like it's not always a good
It's not
smile.
always, it's not always something that is always good. But at the end of the day, I think since we understand, like, who our support system is and how we can just, like, uplift each other, it's, like, the
Absolutely.
biggest thing.
When you think of just one lesson from sports, and it could be many, but one lesson from sports that really applies directly to life and mental health, what would that be?
Oh my gosh, failing is okay.
Say that again.
Yeah, I realized like failing is okay, and like your
Yes.
imperfections are also okay because you
Yeah.
can have the opportunity to perfect them if you want. But I did learn that failing is okay because those are life lessons. You
I've learned that no is also a
Yeah,
word.
I did learn that
Listen.
too. You can say no,
You
it's,
can say no,
okay.
it's okay.
It's not a bad word. But yeah, I just learned that failing is just those are life lessons. You
lessons.
learn, you keep pushing.
That's it.
You fix the little nags that may have been
And
wrong.
keep going.
And keep going.
Have a good time today. You
Thank
look amazing, girl.
Thank you so much.
Have a good time.
Thank
Love
you.
it. So we are here at the Special Needs Network. Number one, I want to start with you have had an amazing career, acting in all of the things, but somebody showed up looking better than me. That's the problem. Number one.
No. I kept it simple. See, you got flair.
I did a little bit of color
you got
there.
a
I did a little bit
you
of
got a
color
lot
there,
going on.
right?
Matter of fact, I think like we met in Atlanta, I believe
met
it
in
was.
Atlanta.
Right?
We did. Wait,
Like
I was
Saks
gonna
or
say.
like Saks.
Oh my
or-
God, I was working at Neiman's, and it was
Neiman's.
interesting.
Neiman's,
Oh my
right?
God. Full circle
But that's
moment.
the thing. He's always fashionable. It makes sense why I see Jameer here, stunting on everybody.
All of the things.
And I met him at high end fashion.
High-end fashion. But with you and your career, what are some of the things that you have taken with you throughout this journey that you're still using today?
Oof. I mean, I would say to reinvigorate the desire for actually doing this,
Yeah.
right? Because
Yeah.
it's ultimately there's a lot that gets involved. Obviously there's beauty in events and
absolutely.
looking nice
Absolutely.
and feeling yourself, a little
Yeah.
ego, but ultimately it's the storytelling,
It is
right?
the
The storytelling
Yeah.
and the ability to share these stories through my heart to other human hearts, right? And that's
Exactly.
it's always exciting when someone's oh man, I saw this thing that you were in the episode or whatever,
Exactly.
and I really connected to that story because that was my story, and that's
I
the
see a lot of
biggest
alignment.
compliment.
Yeah.
That's the biggest compliment. So ultimately, yes, because when I grew up, I watched stuff and it touched my
Correct.
heart. So now I'm just ideally, if I can connect to people and touch their hearts, that's the best part of it.
With the world is moving so fast, for you, what emotionally keeps you grounded?
I would say community, the people closest to me, my family, good friends, and that's just kind of because they're not gonna, they don't play the Hollywood games.
They keep you humble real quick.
Yeah,
all of the
exactly.
things. Listen,
Exactly.
Listen, have a good time tonight.
you,
Per
man.
usual, it's always good seeing you.
You too, brother. You looking great. Keep looking better, man. All right.
Miss Booked and Busy.
Miss
Get
Booked
to, I
and Busy,
mean,
God.
all of the things, right?
Thank you.
So, Is God Is
Yes.
out. Ma'am, you have been doing a press run like no other.
I know, and I'm actually headed to New York Tuesday morning because we've been getting such an amazing
It's
buzz.
an amazing buzz.
That
Hold on, wait. I don't even
can't
want to
get
talk. I don't want to talk
enough.
about that. I want to talk about Young and the Restless.
oh yes, Young and the
You
Stephanie.
are back,
Dr.
girl.
Stephanie Simmons is
Oh.
back and had another chance to go
Another.
viral. It's amazing in my career right now that I'm having such a at such I don't know a rejuvenation,
You are.
the comeback.
I mean, the reset is resetting.
The reset is resetting. But I'm very blessed
Yeah.
that everyone
Yeah,
has
yeah.
been embracing. I thank y'all for your comments. I thank
You're
y'all for
reading
going
them all.
back to the movies.
Yeah.
I'm reading pretty much all of them.
mean-
But it's been a lot.
What responsibilities comes with being an icon in spaces where younger women are just watching you so closely right now?
There's a lot of responsibility, and I
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
take full accountability for my responsibility. That I make sure the words that are coming out of my mouth, that I make sure the projects that I'm doing are quality.
Mm-hmm. They are.
I'm here to be a role model, just like my role model in life was Pam Grier,
Yeah.
the legend
You
Pam
talked a lot
Grier.
about
I
that.
love Pam
Yeah.
Grier, and she passed a huge responsibility to me. She said, "I challenge you to do the same,
Yeah.
Vivica," because she's just such an incredible icon that we still love, and I want to live on and on for my girls.
Yeah.
I want to leave a legacy for them to follow my paths, to be an actress, to
Yes.
be a producer, to be a director, to be an entrepreneur, to be an author.
All the things.
Be all you can be, honey.
Something that I've always wanted to tell you, because I know you have to get ready to go, is
Yes.
you changed my life with something that you've agreed with consistently that was short-lived, which was Out All Night.
Oh, I know. Well, Miss Patty, look,
Girl.
listen, I cried buckets of
I know
tears.
you did.
You
'Cause
know,
you were like, listen, the season
I,
is over. What
I
do
know
you mean?
what? We're doing good.
Y'all were doing real good, and it was all
Things happened.
sarcastic.
It really was too. But Morris Chestnut and I
Yeah.
went on to do Two
I
Can Play That
mean,
Game together.
You did.
Yes,
and I so appreciate you.
and life is good. You
Yeah.
know, sometimes in life that's the journey.
Yeah.
That there will be disappointments.
Absolutely.
So how you pick yourself up and
It's
keep
how you
moving
keep
forward.
moving. And is God is.
I was getting right. He got
Right.
You stole it. He stole it from me because I was sure gonna tag.
You were.
it.
You
yes,
were.
Yes.
Have a good time today.
Thank you,
Absolutely,
darlings, and
always.
keep supporting the SNN network.
Absolutely.
My girl Areva Martin.
Areva, 18 years.
We love you, Areva.
Wow.
Thank you for all that you do for this community.
Yeah.
That the awareness that you bring. We love you. She was my co-star on Face the Truth, and we still making it do
Y'all are
what
still
it do.
making it do what it do.
Yeah.
Long time friend.
Yes.
Have a
no
good
doubt.
time today.
God bless y'all. Thank y'all.
Absolutely. In the building.
Look who's in the building. That's what I'm saying. So good to see you.
It's always good seeing you. I feel like I love to ask you this question when we talk.
Yeah.
Number one in this season of your life, how are you and how is your heart?
At peace.
Ooh.
At peace.
Ooh.
Yeah.
How so?
I think I would say for this season, I've been in a really important season of acceptance and learning to accept things and people and the season itself for what it truly is.
Yeah.
And learning how to find peace in that and still elevate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you think of this event is so important for so many people. The Special Needs Network and Areva has done such a beautiful job. For you, you're a phenomenal artist. What advice do you have for younger artists that are looking at you right now and just saying, oh my God, he did it. How can I even do the same things that he has done?
I think it's all about faith. The same level of faith that you apply for your artistry, the same level of faith that you apply for trying to achieve that goal. I think it's important to still apply that same faith when it comes to making real impact and real change. And I think it's important to really show up and make sure that we are represented. Yeah.
How can people find you?
At Elijah Booth on everything.
On everything. Thank you, baby. Always.
Yes.
Ball. A lot of people don't say this about cancel woman Heather Hutt. That guess what, ma'am?
What?
Her accessories are always on point. To be
I mean, to make it fun.
listen, and this is the thing. You guys aren't gonna get this in the shot, but her shoes and her jewelry. I mean, man. Today is about impact and social impact, and especially the Special Needs Network, 18 years. For you in your career, what is something that has stood out to you to say, you know what, this is what I need to change about the rest of my life because it has made a huge impact in my life?
Ooh, being more intentional about how I spend my time.
How so?
You know, sometimes, but younger, I just did things and didn't have a full plan.
Yeah.
But now I have
it's about intention.
full plan with intention and not work.
No.
Really about how I spend time with my friends and family.
Absolutely.
Not work. Work's on the schedule.
Listen, work's on the schedule, right?
Yeah, but it's how, like, who am I going to
Exactly.
eat with?
Exactly.
Who are we talking? Who's shopping?
Who's shopping?
You
Who's
know?
doing the things? But I think
Yeah.
you have done an amazing job with partnerships and supporting, with so many people. My question that I always love to ask on my show is, what does legacy look like for you?
I don't know, because I think when you start talking about legacy, you're done. And I'm not
Really?
done. I have so much to do.
You got a lot of life, girl.
Somebody else might have to determine that for me.
I love it. Listen,
Yeah.
well, you've continued to leave imprints and footprints in our lives, and especially mine. Thank you for you.
Thank you. And look at your accessories, by the way. You're looking
I took some pointers from you.
Okay,
All the things.
okay.
Listen, have a good time today.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
What?
I mean,
Come on, look at you. Come on.
wow. Is all I can already say. Number one, how are you right now in this season of your life, and how's your heart?
Oh, that is such a beautiful question. Thank you for asking. I am wrapped in joy as an act of defiance.
Ooh.
How about that?
That's one of my answers.
How about that?
I like
How
that.
about that? Let's be
Look,
joyful.
let's be joyful.
Let's be joyful.
Right.
Let's
You
be
know?
joyful.
In a world that moves so fast, what keeps you emotionally grounded right now?
My sister friends. I was just sharing, we're in a world of turmoil where we're being told that we don't belong, that we're not enough, that, we should be in the kitchen. And, to be here in space with Areva, who has created such an incredible
18 years
organization, an exceptional event, to lift up and to shine a light on Black women. I mean, come on.
That alone, is just enough,
Can we
right?
say joyful? And then we're
I
gonna do
think
it.
we can say
And then we're gonna do Carnival.
And it's
Come on
early
now.
in the morning?
And it's early in the morning. Where's my
Beverly
champagne?
Hills.
Where's my champagne? We are excellent. We are joyful. We are better together.
We are. In this
We are.
stage of your life, a lot of people don't like to talk about this word. What does legacy look like for you?
I do think about this word because I run the legacy of the 1984 Summer Olympic Games.
That's the reason I say it.
I think that legacy is not something that we inherit.
Yeah.
Legacy is something that we build. And that the work that I've done, not just with the foundation, but to the trajectory of my career, has been about building space for others that look like me, who don't have opportunities, who don't think they have voice, is to use my platform to build a space that leaves a legacy for them to be seen, to have pathways to thrive, and to be joyful in anything and everything that they choose to do. Every space.
Thank you for you always, but thank you for your heart.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate you.
Have a good time today.
Wait, I gotta get this right here.
I mean,
Come on. We gotta...
I'm so excited right now because we have the amazing Sheba is in the building, and she is back.
She's back, honey. Let me twirl so you know. Okay.
For the people to know,
in
right?
360,
And I
yes.
think for you right now in this season, a lot of people have given much of an outpour, right? You're back on the news, and
Yes.
I'm so excited because number one, look, she's smaller than ever.
Listen, okay? Yes, what you're referencing, I had some health challenges for the past 2 months and really unexpected, but I will say, I was never sad. I was never defeated. You know why? The love that the community poured into me, my family, my friends, but people I've also never met in this Los Angeles community. When I tuned back into social media after 6 weeks, I was baffled. The love, and even seeing people here today who say, I missed you. I'm so glad to see you again. It has meant the world.
In a world that moves so fast, what keeps you emotionally grounded?
For me, it's family and friends. Like, there's all this fun stuff. You know I love a fit. You know I love the
you love
events.
a good piece.
You know I do. But for me, it really is at core. I have an amazing mother, amazing brothers, amazing friends and family who supported me through this. They see me on my up days, my down days, and that's what keeps me grounded.
Listen, you look amazing per usual. Have a good time.
Thank you.
But thank you for your heart,
Oh,
always.
Thank you for
Have a
yours.
good
You know
time.
I adore you.
Carrie, who's trained but your train?
How is your heart?
Oh my God. I didn't even want to tell you that I was coming.
Well, I looked up and I couldn't miss that red. You look gorgeous.
Well, and this is the thing. Per usual, I don't follow directions when they said pink. I was like, well, what are we doing?
But you
I'm
don't
just
have
saying.
to. You don't know. You are a trendsetter. You don't have to follow.
We are a trendsetter, okay? Like I always tell her, she is full legacy. For you, success has often been celebrated publicly, but what private moments are you most proud of surviving, Pat?
You know, probably the other reason I'm here, besides being a dear friend to Areva, I have a special needs sister. I feel every single moment of what people experience dealing with special needs families and families with children with autism. I realize just how much they can prosper in their being and transcend whatever illness they have and just become wonderful, beautiful citizens. And for me, that is a dream come true. And my sister is living proof of that. And I think, Jameer, that's why I keep showing up, because I'm a witness and I am an advocate because I can see change. I can see what can happen for people.
Well, I mean, 18 years later, I mean, Areva has done such an amazing job. You constantly do an amazing job in this stage of your life. What does legacy feel like?
Oh, I think if someone could say I inspire them, I reach
Me,
back
always.
and help them along the way, not only in their career but in their life, then that's the legacy I think that I'd like to leave behind. Just if you say, I met Pat, or I listened to her, and she made me realize that I can really get out of my comfort zone and accomplish things that I thought I never could accomplish.
Well, this is the thing. In a world that moves so fast, what emotionally just kind of keeps you grounded?
Oh, the Lord. Now, I don't have a problem talking about my faith. And you know that.
We do not. At all.
That is it. And I think, Jameer, just experiencing so much. I've met a lot of people, from presidents on down to the Hollywood scene. But really what makes one happy is how they feel about themselves and being happy with their own spirit. And you know what? I'm going to say this after meeting you. I always check my heart. If my heart is good, my heart is happy, then life for me is fulfilled. And I do mean that. And that's what keeps me going. That's what empowers
You keep me going. Have a great time today.
Thank you, Jameer. I love you.
Always and forever. Oh, my hands are cold. Sorry.
That's all right.
Show.